Is Hollywood dead? No. But between the assassination of Charlie Kirk, a conservative culture warrior, and the firing of Jimmy Kimmel, a liberal late-night host, we're watching cancel culture eat away at politics, comedy, and yes, Hollywood itself. Different stories, same pattern. Let's break it down. First, Charlie Kirk, founder of Turning Point USA, famous for campus debates, a big social media presence, and making a brand out of defending conservative free speech. He was recently assassinated while speaking publicly, and that tragedy turned instantly political. Then Jimmy Kimmel, comedian, late-night host, known for his political monologues, the occasional celebrity roast, and political commentary. Disney just pulled the plug on him in light of his controversial takes on Charlie Kirk's assassination.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the Maga gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from.
Why does this matter to Hollywood? Charlie Kirk wasn't a politician. He was a cultural influencer, and Jimmy Kimmel is not a senator. He's a comedian. But in 2025, culture and politics are the same currency. Hollywood used to sell escapism, movies, laughs, popcorn. Now it sells politics. Studios, networks, even comedians are measured by their political loyalty. And when the outrage machine spins up, Hollywood acts like it's under siege.
Dodson! Dodson! We've got Dodson here!
Which brings us back to the big question. Is Hollywood dead, or is it politically possessed? Charlie Kirk built his brand on what he saw as the censorship of conservative speech. Jimmy Kimmel built his by mocking conservatives under the safety of late-night TV. Both ended up as targets for cancel culture. One fatally, the other professionally. The irony is, both were punished in the same ecosystem. Outrage amplified by media, pressure on institutions, corporations pulling the trigger, free speech got weaponized, and Hollywood is in the middle of it. Look, let's be honest, Hollywood's always been political, but in the past, movies and shows hid their politics behind storytelling. Now, politics is the story. Late night hosts sound like campaign surrogates, actors become activists, studios drop projects over tweets. The industry stopped being neutral, so now it's a combat zone. Is this accountability or hypocrisy? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Critics will say Charlie Kirk promoted dangerous views, Jimmy Kimmel made reckless jokes, and accountability matters. Fair enough, but notice how the rules change depending on whose politics you like. If Kirk was silenced, many shrugged, Kimmel got pulled, suddenly it's an attack on comedy. That double standard isn't justice, it's tribal scorekeeping. And every time a network bows to the loudest outrage, it chips away at the trust of the industry itself. What's dying? Not Hollywood, but trust. Hollywood isn't dead, but its credibility? People just don't trust that it's about art anymore. They assume it's politics, corporate, PR. That's why both Kirk's death and Kimmel's firing feel like the same story. It's not about individuals, but about how the culture and politics consume each other. Is Hollywood dead? No. But it's sick. Sick with partisanship, sick with outrage. The Dream Factory is still running, but now it makes political weapons instead of stories. If we want healthier culture, we need consistent standards.
Do you get sensitive about the fact that people say, he'll never take a serious controversy?
Well, I have an answer to that. I said, now, tell me the last time that Jack Benny, Red Skelton, any comedian, used his show to do serious issues. That's not what I'm there for. Can't they see that?
But you're not...
Why do they think that just because you have a Tonight Show that you must deal in serious issues? It's a danger. It's a real danger. Once you start that, you start to get that self-important feeling that what you say has great import. And you know, strangely enough, you could use that show as a forum. You could sway people, and I don't think you should as an entertainer.
Protect speech you hate, demand accountability without hypocrisy, and stop treating outrage like its only currency. Otherwise, Hollywood won't be dead. It'll be worse, irrelevant. I know a lot of you argue and say, oh, well, Hollywood is irrelevant. I don't agree. I think people still want good stories. I think there's still pride in making movies, but the problem is a lot of the etiquette that's come with that has disappeared over time, and it's become less about dreaming and more about scorekeeping. Anyway, if you got something out of this, drop a comment. Is Hollywood dead, or is it just evolving? Thank you for your patience. As you know, I launched this channel about a year ago this time. And things have been busy. I'm excited to start sharing all new content with you. I'm excited to get this party going again. And yeah, thank you for sticking with me. Talk to you soon.